Good evening, friends. In this session of today, we will be discussing one of the most essential liquid present in our body, that is the blood. So let's discuss. What is actually blood? What is blood? Blood is a red liquid present in every part of our body. This statement is known by every one of us. In this lecture, we will study about our blood in detail. So let's start. Our first topic is blood cells. There are two types of cells in our body: red blood cells, RBCs, also known as erythrocytes, and white blood cells, WBCs, also known as leukocytes. Let's study about red blood cells. Red blood cells carry out oxygen from the lungs and feed blood to the organism through heart. It gives our blood the color. They are also known as erythrocytes. Now comes the turn of white blood cells. They help defend the body by swallowing any germs that may enter our body. They are also known as leukocytes. Friends, let's see the difference between RBCs and WBCs. This is a chart showing us three differences between white blood cells and red blood cells. So let's read it aloud. White blood cells have a nucleus. Red blood cells do not contain a nucleus. White blood cells do not contain hemoglobin. Red blood cells contain hemoglobin. White blood cells are irregular in shape with lots of extensions. Red blood cells are circular and biconcave in shape. Friends, I would like to discuss that our red blood cells are always biconcave in shape as shown in the picture first. But they change into spherical shape in a disease called hemolytic anemia. No more. Both the red blood cells and white blood cells are produced in bone marrow. Let's know something more. Platelets are the body's tiniest cells and make up a tiny fraction of blood, but do important jobs like clotting. Here I have placed pictures of platelets, red blood cells and white blood cells. Platelets, also known as thrombocytes, white blood cells, also known as leukocytes, and red blood cells, also known as erythrocytes. Blood donation. As every one of us knows that many of us like to help the needy, and thus we donate blood to the needy in case of medical problem. There is also a day being allotted for this blood donation. But have we ever studied about blood donation? Let's learn the same. Friends, I would like to remind you that June 14th is also known as Blood Donor Day. Let's see who can donate blood. Donors should have an age of 18 to 60 years and should weigh more than 45 kg. If the donor had or suffering any blood disease, then he or should not donate blood, as their blood would have germs that would harm the patient's body. This is a picture showing you how is blood donated. Let's learn another topic, that is the blood type. There are two ways in which everybody's blood differs. Blood types are usually written in Rh positive, that is a sign of plus, and Rh negative, that is a sign of minus. Friends, let's take a glimpse at the 8 common blood types. These are the 8 common blood types. Let's read it. A plus, B plus, AB plus, A minus, B minus, AB minus, O plus, O minus. Let's learn about matching of blood types. The RBCs of our body have different antigens on their surface that tell WBCs that the cells belong to the same body. So, friends, let's take a glimpse of antigens and antibodies in the blood. This is a table showing us different types of antigens and antibodies present in our blood. Red blood cell type: A type, B type, AB type, O type. Antibodies in plasma: anti-B, anti-A in B, none in AB, anti-A and anti-B in O. Antigens in red blood cell: A antigen in A, B antigen in B, A and B antigens in AB, and none antigens in O. Blood types capable in an emergency: in A group, A or O; in B group, B or O; in AB group, AB, AB, O. AB plus is a universal recipient. This is also a normal part. And O is also known as the universal donor. This is also a normal part for all of us. So I hope all of you would have fun in this lecture and they would understand everything. Thank you and have a delightful day ahead.